ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too. Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement. What could possibly go wrong? Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated-sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance. I wanted to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here whether I like it or not. She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know. My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal. My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine. So I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes, just in case. I haven't dusted you off in a while, partner. Looks like I may be needing you now. Oh man, I totally get you. Ironic, but ever since I've been on furlough, with only my fake badge sitting in my cabinet, I feel more like a cop than I ever had before. More... Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has. I promised myself I'd write a novel one day. I don't even know what these papers are. I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten...
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Philip... Mr...
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a class...
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually...
Well, I've gotta have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some...
If you insist. But bourbon...
Ah, thank the wild ones. That's...
What a coincidence.
So come on, spill it. I don't see colors anymore. Only emptiness. Everything faded. I need another drink. The Wild Gentlemen. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground. We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight. This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life. Before Molly left. The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe. M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because... Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles. I bet nothing interesting in there. But if Who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve? That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here. So, this is the part where the interrogation comes, like in those detective movies.
Something like that, Deborah. Yes.
So, this is...
Something like that. I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her. Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork. Most of the...
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even...
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even...
You're not very confident. Are you sure you're all right?
Yes. Excuse me. I'm just a bit nervous. I've never done anything like...
Breaking into the apartments of strangers isn't that big a deal. Some people do it as a hobby.
Please don't make fun of me, Mr. Featherland. This is hard for me as it is.
You're right. Sorry. Did you come alone? Oh,
I took the subway, then the tram, and then I walked. It wasn't easy to find this place. And to be honest,
yeah. Well, I think I'm starting to...
this is quite unpleasant.
Why did you come to visit me?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home.
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. How did you get this address?
You know, my mistress has exceptional
If they were so exceptional, she wouldn't have chosen me.
Don't be so hard on yourself, detective. You were the head.
Was it a raccoon with a scarred face called Zip who recommended me?
No, Mr. Featherland. I don't know anyone like that.
Lucky for you, Deborah. What exactly did you...
I expected your help. Just like my...
Oh, that's very nice. But have you seen this neighborhood? Have you seen this wreck called a hotel?
Someone reliable.
Well, I am reliable.
And discreet.
That's right.
And thorough.
No question about that.
And has a heart of gold.
Okay, let's stop it. Are you in some sort of...
Nothing of the sort. There are...
Then you're wasting my time.
I trust your instincts. You'll...
Yeah, and I have no other...
To be honest, no, Mr. Feather...
Don't you think this whole thing...
Look, Santino.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll...
You see, we're starting to understand each other. If you won't come clean, what's the point of all this?
But, Mr. Featherland...
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm way too...
Please, just think again. For me and my...
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe...
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Heh, smart answer. Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid...
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know it...
Ibn Wessler, the kingpin.
Exactly.
Feathery gods, help me.
So you get it now. The secret...
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything. Nothing interesting in... Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints. You know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555.
Please, take a look at...
Well, okay. Let's see.
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as...
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressed.
Mr. Featherland? Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But...
All right. When can I
visit? Me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko. But there's one small problem, Mr.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my...
Exactly. How did you...
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Son.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
No. Of course.
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything.
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here, not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it, and now, besides me, he was the only resident. Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to...
Of course, Sonny. You know.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to... Could I ask you a few more questions?
Feel free, Sonny.
Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting. It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same, and the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive, and we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already gone. Molly. Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me, but I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night? I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but not by us. We both left parts of ourselves behind that night.
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny, what you scratching at over here?
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bud. By the way...
Oh, gods. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell...
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty.
I see you're still the funny guy round here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting.
Hey, Royce, I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes a...
I'd love to...
Hey, whose side are you on, you...
Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds this...
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for...
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there.
For him...
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
Marty drinks this shit. I've never tried it, but I'm pretty sure it's gross. And honor, strength, unity. For the...
More tea to you, sonny boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar and someone...
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone, eh? It's New Year.
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing?
Jesse is a good boy, sonny.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize...
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster?
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you?
Well, I'm not what I used to be. But neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm...
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something, don't even think about taking it.
I don't talk to that insane.
Damn right.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay?
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chieftain.
Like...
I'll try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I...
Sonny boy, you've always...
More like a clucking pigeon.
Holy wild ones, look what the cat dragged in.
Hello to you too, Bosco.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again.
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me.
All right. No need to bite. I wasn't trying to mess with you. You out...
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kind of lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same bird.
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion, thinking about how we parted.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage. He'll be the same after that. Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right?
It's not that simple, Bosco, but we'll see how he reacts.
No worries, pal.
We used one of these as target practice once. Not out of disrespect. We were just too damn drunk. One of Blood Boyle's favorites. Mainly because he's a dog, of course. Officer Jardine. They say she's clever, smart, and dangerous. All it takes is one look, and my comb starts to... This is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past that, but it's... Long thighs and a big gun. That's Marty's idea of a perfect... I believe this piece is forbidden. Cops can't use it, but this is Marty's personal collection, so it doesn't matter. At least nobody... Claudia. Tiny, dark, and angry, and hit... I know her well. Marty calls her Susie, and I have to say, this little she-devil pulled us out of many tough situations. Her Majesty Big Bertha. Or rather, Big Bertha 2, because there was one before her, a sawed-off little broad, but we lost her in a swamp. Marty cried for a week, but once he saw this giant lady here, the balance of the universe... Hey, Marty.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, boss bird. What, are you lost? This is the peak.
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone.
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say, Sonny.
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember? I almost bled to death.
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately...
I need your help, okay? That's what you want.
Well, it's a...
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you...
Ooh, damn, Sonny, stop it right there. I'm in.
That's it?
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom.
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay?
Okay. But at least Susie...
All right, Susie.
That's what I want to hear.
Still drink coffee?
Yeah, my only poison. Except...
We could visit our old haunt. What do you think?
Oh, a nice cup of Zips coffee and the hot dog. I'm in. Oh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight too, huh?
If it comes to that, I'm leaving you without a blink.
Oh yeah, like last time?
Those were different times, Marty. With a different Sonny.
Well...
You don't have to come with me, you know.
Okay, I know. Sonny, there's...
Not so little, and it smells, too. What the furry hell is Blood Boil doing here?
Well, it seems we can't...
Oh, yes, we can. You have your rifle.
What?
Just kidding. Sort. Maybe next time.
What a surprise. The two pigeons back together. And with a
Chief Bloodboil.
Damn.
What was that, Santino?
Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening.
I don't want to hear your crowing, Santino. What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, 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 careful with the racist barking, old hound.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip this?
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin. Where do you think you're going?
That's it, boss. To serve and protect. Sonny was in the neighborhood and stopped by to say hi. He's a cop too.
Only on paper, and you know that very well, Detective.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee. You can allow him that much, can't you?
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling, chicken.
Oh, just a coffee, boss. I swear. Oh, have a heart. It's New Year's Eve, and I haven't seen my old partner for so long.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
Family quarrel.
For all the marrow bones of the world.
Have a lovely evening, boss.
You especially. Fuck off right now, son.
Can't avoid speaking with the chief first, and it would be nice to say goodbye to Monica, too. We're leaving, sweetheart.
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together.
I'm afraid you're alone.
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble again.
Yep, that's true.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful.
We're big birds, Monica. We can take care of ourselves.
Okay, but take care of each other, too.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
What is it, Santino?
Nothing, sir.
And you needs...
No, sir.
Then get out of my sight, birds.
My condolences, pal. I see her.
Yeah, she set foot in the bedroom once. I haven't seen her since.
Oh, I wouldn't want to go in there either.
Cigarettes and whiskey.
Yeah, with a hint of dirty laundry, but...
Ah, that. No, that's got to be the Ibanez dame. You know, the broad who gave me the letter. And the
pretty, huh? I can smell it. She's in a
furry hell. That's why Chief Inspector Bloodboil hates you so much. He's jealous because you're no...
The bitter old dog. He just hates...
True. Except for...
Monica's a fairy.
Well, let's gather my stuff and head to the club. We gotta find out who this Natasha is and what she wants from us. I mean, what she...
After you, Boss Bird. I wouldn't like to touch anything in here anyway. If it's okay.
Sure, just...
It would be best to board it up. It'd go well with this rundown neighborhood.
It may be run down, but somehow I still feel...
Sure. You could live in Cockroach Town. That's an honest place, too. Has a...
Believe me, Marty, I thought about it.
Why am I not surprised? Have you started on your great novel yet?
I've already started working on my will, but I realized I'd have to leave everything.
Pity. I've always wanted a chicken coop smelling like old...
You'll have to earn it first, Marty. I'm gonna clean up here. My wife took all the good... Just a bunch of use... Maybe it...
When was the last time you've slept in your bed?
I don't know. I'm not sure I'd even...
You're hopeless, Bob.
I guess you're right. Midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main street toward downtown. The city's heart beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt. The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha. Cops were never welcomed at places like this. I hoped we were too late for the show. We had to be inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
So this is the famous Tsar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny,
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey.
So this...
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that...
Very funny,
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble Prime...
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for.
As you say, Boss Burr. Do you remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high quality?
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Yeah. What exactly happened to them?
Well, they got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest, so did I.
But still, here we are working together again.
Yeah, hilarious.
Huh, I like
Why is that?
I don't know. 'Cause it's...
You're a simple bird, aren't you?
Yes, I am. One day, neon signs will cover the whole world.
You read that in some kind of science fiction book?
No, it's just what I...
Oh, so you have your own thoughts now.
Pluck off, Sonny. Whoa, look at that.
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left of...
Of all that's furry, whose is it?
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard. You know, seeing this...
The girls?
New Year's Eve's once a year, right? And we're not on...
Have I asked how Laura's doing?
Whoa, hey, I was just kidding, okay? My relationship with Laura is unwavering.
Interesting taste you've got.
Feathers, scales, or dermal armor, a lady's a lady, my friend.
Thank the wild gods for self-sacrificing gentlemen like you.
Honestly, I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just broke.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by...
That was...
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that...
Ooh, teach me, master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep.
Maybe it was, Marty.
Amazing.
Let's not bother her.
Okay, boss. Hey,
Lewis.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it?
You're reading my mind, boss.